Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another segment of Come Fly With Us, inside information on insurance. And we are back with Cody Gladney. Cody, how's it going today?
Doing good. Good.
That's good. That's good. We've got another question that's come across, and it's actually a pretty good question. And I get this mostly from first-time homebuyers. And they want to know what factors influence my rate on my home insurance. And there's a lot of pieces of that puzzle, right?
That's a good question. There are a lot of factors that influence your rate.
Yeah.
But some of the major things are the year that it was built. Newer homes are typically less expensive than a little bit older homes.
Right.
How new or old the roof is. That's obviously a big factor. Also, most of the time, or a lot of the times, your insurance score, which is not exactly credit, but it's somewhat credit based, can influence your score. And then we can get into a myriad of other things about like size, obviously, is important.
Yeah.
Where it was built, what kind of construction it is. Do we have a brick house? Do we have an all siding house? Is the siding a hardy board? So there's a lot of different factors that all factor into that.
Yeah, and I've seen quite a bit of difference in like you said, construction types. Just quoted out a house the other day that mostly was cinder block walls.
Yeah.
And so, it was a little bit better on the rate because obviously in a fire, cinder block's going to pretty much stay there.
Gonna do okay.
It's going to do pretty okay versus a wood frame house. But like Cody said, your location, even down to your zip code. I mean, and there's other factors that go into the zip code determination too, is because what other types of risks are in that area. Or it's really crazy. And I keep telling everyone, you can kind of liken insurance rates to mortgage rates. I mean, they're fluctuating quite a bit throughout the year with each carrier. Due to different types of risks that they have, the payouts that they have, and everything like that. So there are a lot of factors. Your age and whether or not you're single or married, right, comes into play. Yeah. And one of the things that I found interesting too, not on a home policy, but it was an auto policy, is it seems odd, but the more drivers you have to spread that risk, the policy is a little better. Yeah. And you would think, oh my gosh, you're insuring all these drivers, but the way the insurance companies look at it, I was told by an underwriter, is they're spreading the risk out across more people versus just one person. So
yeah, I mean, you can really dig down deep into it, right? There's lots of different things.
And I've learned a lot by talking to some of these underwriters, and we talk to them on a daily basis. And I've had people, aren't you scared to talk to an underwriter? Well, why? They're just a person.
That's right.
They've got a title. They're just a person. Most of the ones I've spoken to are really nice and very helpful. And usually I find out something that I don't know when I talk to them.
That's right.
So it's very, very, very cool. So there you go. Lots of factors do influence your rate on your home policy. So, don't freak out. And a lot of what I get from first-time home buyers is they like these older homes that have been flipped and made to look like they're newer, but the construction of the home is still older. And they're amazed at how expensive it is versus what they're thinking in their mind. Everything's brand new, right. But the construction of the actual home, the dwelling itself, is still, 1970. Right. So your rate's going to be a little higher. It's not going to be astronomical, but it's going to be a little higher most of the time.
Yeah, but there are different things, obviously, too, that you can, if the HVAC is new,
right.
if the electrical is new, if, those things certainly help.
Yeah.
As well. And then I think maybe at a later date we'll get into some discounts.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. Now you know at least some of the factors that influence your interest rate on your home insurance. So share this video with your friends and family. And if you need some help, reach out to us, jim.insenia@goosehead.com or 469-585-6012. We'll talk to you next week. Have a good one.